And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's good for the Giants. First down.
Here we go. 15.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the screen. Kill. Turn up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Jones. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Trubisky to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernard McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Check 26, check 26. Ran, don't. Blue. Yep.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like...
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Fight.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hey, exit.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight.
Let's go.
Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We're scoreless after 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go.
Here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Get ready now.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Giants nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second down, Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
54. I'm coming.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw, Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Ran, go.
No. Check.
Go.
On first down, Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. This is Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The toss out to Barkley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is in.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. 54. Protein spill.
Let's get off the field, D.
Shot. Ready.
The first down carry here for Johnson. The 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Here we go.
Get it.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's Trubisky. And able to find Green. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First down, Redskins.
Get up! 180! I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Richard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's third and goal.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Barkley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check three, check three, check three.
Topper! Set, go! Big grip!
Looking to throw. Jones going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Mike 51.
Jones now going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
All day, every day. Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up, and to great success.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second down and 6 at the 34-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On the run, it's Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. They are in the 4th in Buffalo, and the Bills have wound up winning that football game. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.
And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Washington, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants,